good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Hello gang. It is Monday afternoon or Monday evening here in the UK. It is 6:30 in the evening on the south coast of England. Hello Leafon, hello Niels, hello Anthony, hello Jonathan, who are in the live chat on the Zwift Run channel. Jackie Ramos is running today, Jens is running today, Lee Leggett is running today, Dean Franklin is running today. Geneva Samples, Paul Deering, hello Paul. Theo Heldorn is there as well. So it's the Brighton Marathon gang, Theo, Paul and me. Can't see Amy Green anywhere. And we are doing our 10k Monday evening community run, heading towards the south coast. So, hope you've all had a good weekend. Mine has been pretty good. I've run my 249th park run today, this weekend. So that was good fun. And managed to get under 20 minutes. And the video of that park run is out now on the Film My Run YouTube channel. So if you want to go and have a look at me breaking 20 minutes for the first time in ages over on the Film My Run channel, that video is live now. That was Dulwich Park Run in London on Saturday. Now I was going to do a long run yesterday, outdoors, but you know what? I just decided against it. Stayed in with the family and put up some furniture instead. Leaf on is cold. He's sitting in a jacket, talking about Doberman. Thank you, Niels. So, just a relaxing 10k today after my parkrun 5k exploits on Saturday. Not that I'm particularly tired, but we're just going to have a nice, easy run this evening. Welcome to the Monday Community Run. You are all very welcome, whether you are running fast or taking it easy. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Don't tell me, you did running! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Jonathan says, just a walk for me tonight, recovering from Chiltern Wonderland 50, which was at the weekend. So how did you do, Jonathan? Chiltern Wonderland 50 is a 50-mile race. Part of, down here in the south, we have a company called Centurion, who organise 50 and 100-mile races around the southeast of the UK. And Chiltern Wonderland is one of the last ones of the year from that company. So, yeah, Jonathan Perkin did the Chiltern Wonderland 50-miler at the weekend. Temperature here is 19.8, so nearly 20 degrees Celsius inside shed quarters. Anthony says it's not that cold here yet, and hope it doesn't get that cold. Past 2 nights, Leafon has been sleeping under 2 blankets in a tracksuit. My goodness, that is cold. No, it's not. It's not anywhere near that cold yet. I ran a 5k park run on Saturday and had an easy Sunday. Oh, well done, Jonathan. So Jonathan scraped in, he says, under the 13-hour cutoff. He says he had his usual deterioration after 10 hours. Not to worry, you got in. You got in, you finished, well done. Paul Hayward, hello Paul, he says, congrats on your sub 20, thank you very much Paul. Yeah, I was pleased to get it because it was a very warm day and I don't normally do very well in the heat, but I can probably just manage over 5k, and I haven't got under 20 minutes for a good 3 or 4, 5 months maybe, so I was pleased to hit that again. It was a fairly flat course though. Jonathan says he's now got 6 weeks to get in lots of hills before Wendover Woods 50 miler in November, which I've done a couple of times. You'll get in under 15 hours, Jonathan. Just be disciplined. Oh no, my camera's frozen. Hang on. The camera above my head has frozen. Let's reset it. It is reset. It's just changed well as I was doing it. But yeah, thank you, Anthony. It's okay now. It is working now. Haven't set my 10k target, so let's just do that quickly. So if you don't know how to do that, you can't see it very well here, but if I hover over the Zwift logo just there, I can click on that and then we get this which comes up, and I can click 10 kilometers there and then click OK. And what that will do, because I've got this, see here it says enable distance markers, click OK and we'll get our markers every 500 meters hovering above my head. Heart rate is 122 and we're going to do a comfortable 1 hour's worth of running. Nice and relaxed. What? Anthony says, I've found an app to measure my core body temperature and it seems to work. What app is that, Anthony? On my watch, the Apple Watch can measure your skin temperature, but of course that's not your core body temperature, is it? Leifon says, imagine it being 8 degrees and no central heating. I don't need to imagine that, Leifon. I've had that before. When we first moved into this house, the central heating system was condemned as useless by the gas engineer. And so we had no central heating in the house, no hot water or central heating during the whole of the first winter that we were in the house. It wasn't fun. And that was probably colder than 8 degrees. Atakan, Koban, hello there. He says hello. Congratulations from Turkey. He says excellent again. Thank you, Koban. Thank you, Atakan. Much appreciated. Paul says that story reminds me that I must get my boiler serviced. Yes, you must. Don't have a winter like we had 13 years ago. It was not fun. The first 2 kilometres of this run are a little dull, but I think it's made up for by the rest of the run. I do love the jungle and South Coast route. I have experienced sleeping in clothes under double blankets. I think I wore my socks as well, yes. I don't know about woolen socks, but certainly socks. Neil Messenger says, hello, Stephen. He's just done Monday Run Club. Well done, Neil. So Neil's already done his run. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I've just started my run and other people come on and say they've already finished. Paul Hayward reminds us that back in the day, we used to have hot water bottles. Well, this is true. Yes, a good old hot water bottle is well worth it when it's cold. It's a while since I've had a hot water bottle. And Jonathan says, more recently, we've had dodgy electric blankets. Yeah, you don't want a leaking hot water bottle and an electric blanket, do you? We are doing a Brighton Marathon meet-up again this year, by the way. Anyone who wants to join us in April next year for the marathon or the 10K in Brighton is very welcome. Of course, Tina Beard still uses a hot water bottle because that's the kind of girl she is. No, no, no. Manchester is far too hilly. You want the only averagely hilly Brighton! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Right, Jens is off. He's done 2.5k and he's finished. That's him done. Voice to text hates a lot of names I try to pronounce correctly. I will definitely do Rotterdam Marathon one day, Tom. Voice to text also hates when I say Geneva. And when you are on the Paris route, try saying Right, here we are on the bridge. Love this bridge. Tina says, I'm always cold. Anthony says, Tina, most women use their partners as hot water bottles. And Tina says, oh no, Anthony. Although I may use the dog, she says. Rotterdam Marathon sold out in a few hours, says Theo. "64% humidity in here. The temperature has gone up in here to 21 degrees Celsius. I think the fact that London and Boston are making the times more difficult is testament to how well we are training as older people. More and more runners are reaching the qualifying standards for both marathons. Tina says, how was everyone's weekend? Paul Hayward says, damp, Tina. Paul Hayward says, hi Victoria, what's for dinner? Yeah, what is for dinner, Victoria? Leafon says, somehow I managed to drop my messages right when you talk on Zwift, so I get no response. Right, if I'm honest, Leafon, sometimes your messages are too long for me to read all the way through, and sometimes, and this isn't just you, it's a lot of people, I have no idea what you're talking about. I miss the thread of conversations, so sometimes I don't see what the message is related to, so I have no idea what it means. Please don't, right, if this applies to anybody, please don't be offended if I miss a message or two, because it does occasionally happen that I just don't see a message. So yeah, I can see a message. Leafon says, we also have hot water bottles to warm the bed before you go to sleep. Yeah, so that's something that we used to do years and years ago. They used to put a hot pan, or years before that, they used to put hot stones inside a bed to warm it up before you got in it. And then they would take the pan or the stones or whatever it was out, and you would get into bed. And there are some horrendous stories about people who've got into bed before the hot stones have been taken out and severely burned their legs. I knew an old guy years ago who had a massive scar on his ankle, on his calf muscle, where when he was a child, he got into bed before the hot stones had been removed, and serious burns, burned off most of his calf muscle on the back of his leg. I mean, this guy, when I knew him, this guy was well into his 80s, and this happened when he was a child. Anyway, yeah, so we don't tend to do that in the UK now. We tend to, if it's cold in bed, we tend to take a hot water bottle with us into the bed, or we have an electric blanket, or we have central heating, which just makes the house warm anyway. Tina says, Stephen has no idea what anyone's talking about. Surprise, surprise. Lee Betts, hello. Lee has joined us as we are approaching 4 kilometres into the Monday community run. Yeah, so Tina says Stephen has no idea what anyone's talking about. Victoria says, Tina, no change there then. Tina says that was Tudor times when you were a small boy. Talking about the stones in the bed, yes. Well, maybe not quite Tudor times. Plantagenet, I don't know, around there. Lee says, when do you go to Canada? Thursday, Lee. So I'm running today, I'm running tomorrow, and then we've got the final live stream on Wednesday before I go to Canada Thursday morning. And I'll be back. Hopefully I'll do the live stream next Wednesday, a week on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll be back in time. Well, I will be back in time for that. Anthony is diagnosing Victoria's knee issue as fluid on the knee. Yeah, Victoria managed to run parkrun okay the other day, but she still says she can't quite bend her knee fully and gets a little bit of pain still when she's bending her knee. So, I don't know. I've given up on her. So many injuries, so many ailments. I've lost count of what's wrong with her these days. I think Leafon, I think it was upside down at one point. Leafon says, I thought that was the sky instead of a river when you went over the bridge. Tina says, Victoria, wishing you well for your physio. Are you going to a physio now? I don't know what she's doing half the time. Right, we are 4 kilometres in. I have currently been swapping between my Apple Watch and my Garmin watch. I can't decide which one I want to wear. I like different aspects of both. Lee says we are flooded here in Luton. Me saying I've given up on Victoria. She says she's given up on herself as well. Tina says, with your history, Victoria, you have to be careful with your knees. Yes. With her history, she also has to be careful with her brain. Oh, I'm in so much trouble now. Yes, lots of women go for the 47mm Garmin watches. The only problem with those watches is the battery life is not as good. Obviously, because it is a smaller watch, the battery is also smaller. Good evening, Jeff Partridge. Jonathan Perkins says that's no dinner for Stephen then. Listen, it's no different to normal. Half the time I don't know when I'm in trouble anyway. I'll go in the house after the run and I'll be in trouble. There'll be no dinner for me anyway and I'll go, what have I done wrong? Paul Haywood says, we've had non-stop rain here. There's been damage at work, but I'm okay at home. Wow. I mean, we've had rain, but it hasn't been that bad. If you can afford it, the Phoenix 8 Hey Darren, he says, good evening everyone at FMR. 39.5 degrees Celsius here in Malta, or there in Malta. He says, almost ended up in hospital. What, with the heat? Amazing. That makes my 21 degrees here seem paltry. by comparison, we are coming up to halfway, everyone. Um, 39.5, is that your body temperature, Darren? Or the temperature outside? Okay, yeah, the temperature in... Not the weather, this is Darren's temperature. Body temperature, 39.5. So that's why he's sick. I've got you, I understand now. Neil says it's only 9 degrees there today, where Niels is. I think it's Norway. Victoria says, Darren, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, absolutely. Darren is disappointed because he's just getting back to his fitness with his running and now has been struck down with illness. We are halfway. The yellow beacon is now halfway at 5 kilometres. Paul Hayward said, yeah, no need for Darren to use a hot water bottle. No, absolutely. Darren says, I was planning on a strong 10k in a couple of weeks, sub 37 or so. Everything gone to flames. Yeah, I know how you feel, Darren. Jeff Partridge, no, I haven't. Jeff says, have you seen the stuff about Camille Herron? Tell me. Is it gossip? Is it worthy of me making a video? I'm just going to jump off the treadmill and move the camera for 1 second. Hang on. In the process of moving the camera, I found a fig biscuit. Big rolls, can't resist them. Look at that, lovely. I just saw it on the sofa. I think it's all right. 5-second rule is gone to pot on that, but you know, what the heck. Apart from Darren's temperature, which is 39.5, the temperature in Malta is a very pleasant 25 degrees. Nice. Wow, who's found that? Where's the website? Apparently, Camille Helen has been caught editing other ultra runners' Wikipedia entries and bigging up her own Wikipedia entry. Oh my goodness. Right, I'm confused about something. Leebet says, how long has it been there? Paul Hill says, I think I saw Carol drop it back in March. What is that related to? I don't know what that's related to. Sorry, guys. Another example of me not having a clue what anyone's talking about. Oh, okay, the fig biscuit. How long has that been there? To be honest, I found two. I've no idea. A few weeks, literally a few weeks. It was on the sofa. I mean, it was in its packet. I thought the packet was empty. The packet's been sitting there for a few weeks. I thought it was empty. And then I saw it peeking out. And I thought, oh, blimey, there's some left. Right, I'm missing loads of messages here. Hang on. I'm gonna scroll back. Hang on. I don't want to upset people, and I'm scrolling back. Okay. Yeah, so Lee says, how long has it been there? I see. I think I saw Carol drop it back in March. It hasn't been there quite as long as March. Darren says about Camille, anything for attention nowadays, yes. Sad world we live in, even in sport. Yeah. Lee Font was going for a postman job. Also, he says, I got a call from Mail HQ. Got to go in with the documents. What's third day of the week? Hope I will get the job. Good luck. Lee Font with his mailman job. Victoria says, Camille Herron and her coach are involved in the scandal. We have to do something about that on the channel. I shall try and do it in a balanced way. Let's see about that. Anthony says, I shouldn't have eaten the fig roll. I should have kept it to feed the bears. No, it's fine. I've got Marcus Holmes to feed the bears. I've been training. I'm pretty sure I can out-sprint Marcus Holmes. So it's all right. Marcus Holmes is my food for the bears. In case you have no idea what I'm talking about, on Thursday, I'm going to Canada. On Saturday, I will be running a race over 70 kilometres in the Canadian mountains in Whistler, British Columbia. And I will be running with the Zwift legend Marcus Holmes, who will be out there with me as well. And we're both, I am particularly worried about grizzly bears. Marcus has promised me that he has bear spray. So I'm going to run with Marcus, and then if we see a grizzly bear, he's going to spray the bear, and I'm going to take off like the clappers as fast as I can. If the bear spray doesn't work, Marcus will be eaten by the bear, not me. I have it all worked out. Lee says, we have a fig tree in our garden. It's only grown one fig in 5 years. Any fig tree experts want to give her a hand? 7-0, Leaf on 70. 7-0. Victoria is now complaining that the fig biscuits that I'm eating are her French fig biscuits that she hasn't had any of. Well, listen, it's not my fault that you're not on the ball enough to eat your own fig biscuits. If you will leave them in the shed, then they will be eaten. And to be fair, they have been sitting there for about 3 months. So, yeah, you have nobody to blame but yourself, Victoria. Don't frighten me even more, Leafon. Leafon says bears can go 50 plus kilometres per hour. Surely not. 50 kilometres an hour? No, they can't run that fast, can they? Anthony says definitely no dinner for Stephen now. Well, I've had my dinner. I'm eating fig biscuits. Look, I've got another one. What do you mean purchased at the end of September? It's not the end of September. Don't tell me the end of September last year. I have found some very old fig biscuits, which I am now eating. They are a bit hard, but still tasty. Okay, Victoria bought these biscuits at the end of August, so they're not that old. 3-4 weeks max. I have no idea. I am a man. I just eat what I'm given by my wife. Yes, I saw that, Tina. Tina's reminding me about a comment I had on one of my videos. Somebody wanted to know what my diet consisted of. I didn't dare tell him. Marmite on mince pies, 4-week-old fig rolls, and milk. What are you going to do? Oh yes, and pot noodles. The packet that I am eating from is in French for some reason. Jonathan, were you around when we did the Marmite on mince pie challenge? Victoria says that reminds me we need to purchase mince pies. Tina is already in the lead with the mince pies. Yeah, Tina already has mince pies in the cupboard, ready for Christmas. Well, not even ready for Christmas, ready for now. Ready for like tomorrow. Leafon says, even if the biscuits were multiple years old, I think they'd be almost as tasty as new. Just dry and hard. Yeah, I think that's what those were. They were a little bit hard and that's about it. Leafon has asked the question that everyone who doesn't know what a mince pie is, everyone asks, what is a mince pie? What is mince? You need somebody more experienced than me to tell you. But it is a sweet mixture of fruits. Normally in this country, mince is a savoury meat. And that's why people get confused. Even in the UK, people get confused about what a mince pie is, because a mince pie is a sweet thing and you eat it with cream or strawberries as a dessert or a snack. But often people think of mince as a savoury thing. There we go. Spiced dried fruit. That's what a mince is. Spiced dried fruit. Jonathan was not around, he says, when we did the mince pie, the Marmite on mince pie challenge. So I read, or somebody told me, or I read somewhere, that Marmite spread on a mince pie was a taste sensation. Now, I found this very hard to believe. So one night, a couple of years ago, on this channel, we tried it out. Whilst running, I ate one mince pie with Marmite. Now, the results, unfortunately, weren't that exciting. It wasn't a case of, oh my God, that's disgusting, and me spitting it out. And it wasn't a case of, wow, that is a taste sensation. This is the only thing I ever want to eat again in my life. It was much more, oh, well, it's okay. It's nothing special. And, it was fine. But I wouldn't call it a taste sensation. Victoria says Stephen has lost the plot. I am making more sense now than I ever have. Victoria says, who eats strawberries with mince pies? It could do, couldn't you? Mince pie, strawberries, cream. That'd be fine. You lot don't know what you're on about. I'm a culinary genius. These things come out of here, I don't need to be taught to know what good food is like. It just naturally, these taste combinations spring forth from my brain. You're welcome. You are welcome. Marmite on a mince pie with strawberries. It's the new in thing. I'm telling you now. Jonathan says clotted cream and custard. Leifon says we don't have mince pie, so I eat plain berries straight from the bushes. Yeah, so mince pie, just all you need to do is chop up some other stuff, dry it out, cover it in pastry, and there's your mince pie. Apparently, Tina's husband, Alan, warms mince pies on top of the wood burner. We're not quite so, not quite so cool, trendy. We just put them in the microwave for 10 seconds. We do have a wood burner. Do you know what? I cannot remember the last time we lit our wood burner. I cannot remember when we last lit it. You see, there you go. Anthony says, Stephen is a culinary expert. Not my words, the words of Anthony Anderson. I don't want to say anything more. There's nothing else needs to be said. If you are approaching the end, well done, thank you for joining, and we will see you in a week. However, I will not be here next week as I am away doing a run. Leafon says, what about basic apple pie? Is mince pie worth the extra effort? Leafon, I would say probably not. If you like apple pie, I think that is the better bet. Mince pie is an acquired taste, and it's apple pie you can eat any time of the year. Mince pie, it just doesn't feel right to eat it in the summertime. You have to eat it in the winter. And it's a certain kind of taste that some people really don't like. So I would stick with apple pie. Much nicer. Yeah, there you go. Apple pie is better in my book, says Tina. Jonathan says you can improve apple pie with some blackberries. Yeah. You can also improve apple pie by taking the apple out and adding rhubarb. And removing the pie and adding crumble. Just another culinary tip for you there. So for improved apple pie, remove the apple and put in rhubarb. Remove the pie and put in crumble. Hello, Joshua. Joshua says this is an interesting conversation to come into. This is nothing new, Joshua. We are past masters at ridiculous conversations in the middle of a run. Tina has just given me a new name, and I mean, it's not without merit, it has to be said. Stephen Craddock is my new name. I hope you all get the reference, because I don't really want to say the first name in case I get struck off by YouTube police. Paul Hayward makes a very good point. He says if you buy mince pies from the supermarket, it's about the same effort as buying apple pie from the supermarket. So, Leafon, yeah, it is worth the extra effort if you just buy mince pies instead of apple pies from the supermarket. Although I don't know if in Russia they do stock mince pies in your supermarkets. Victoria, didn't you once start writing a cookery book? Am I making that up? Or years ago, I'm sure you started to write your recipes in a cookery book. You made your own little book of your own recipes, didn't you? Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. 55 minutes gone, heart rate is 127, and it looks like it's been around that for most of the run. I have been talking quite a lot this run, so yeah, probably a little bit higher than I would like, but here we are. Leifon, I have never tried cabbage pie, no. I'm not sure do I want to try cabbage pie? Yeah, Victoria says Auntie Vic's home cooking. So you did 10 recipes, look at that. Right, my wife will be publishing her own cookery book with 10 recipes. Auntie Vic's home cooking, available on the Amazon bookstore as soon as I get off this treadmill. I knew she'd done something like that. It was years ago, though. There you go, look. First recipe was Marmite on toast. The second recipe is crunchy nut cornflakes. The third recipe is... I don't know what the third recipe is. I can't remember. I don't think I've eaten anything else in the last 10 years. Oh, the third recipe is milky coffee. The fourth recipe is beans on toast with Marmite and a sprinkling of pepper and grated cheese. Okay, Leafon says you would like it. So apparently, cabbage pie is the thing. Pre-cooked, it is so soft. Jonathan says, I reckon Marmite might improve cabbage pie. And look at that, just like that, we've done an hour and we've got 500 metres to go. That is it, it's gone in a flash. Wow, where is the time gone? Tina says she went to a coffee shop today and they had to apologise. They said they're very sorry, they have no coffee. That reminds me of the Monty Python cheese sketch. Have you seen that? That is brilliant. It's another John Cleese and Michael Palin sketch. But Michael Palin is the owner of a cheese shop. And John Cleese goes in to buy some cheese. You have to look it up on YouTube. It is one of the greatest comedy sketches ever. Niels says, thank you for all the info on pie. Well, there you go. You've got, plenty of info on pie to keep you going for a good few days, if not years. So if you want to make cabbage pie, you need your grandma to cook the cabbage first. Then you can make the dough, and only then do you make the actual pies. Joshua now wants some pie, as do I. I think we all now want pie. So whether it's cabbage, rhubarb, Marmite, apple, or strawberry pie, we all now want some pie. But not cabbage pie, says Joshua. Okay, look at this. We are just about to finish our Monday community run. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Theo is just finishing. Niels is just finishing. I'm just about to cross the line. Anthony says not apple. Yeah, not... You want an apple pie with no apple. Hello, sir. Could I please have an apple pie, but could you remove the apple and put rhubarb in it instead, please? And then please remove the pie and put crumble on it instead. Lemon meringue pie for Paul Hayward, my boyhood favourite. Leafon says culinary talk when running. Yeah, that's what we do here. That is what we do here. And there we are. We are all done with the Monday community run for another week. So, I will not be here next Monday. That is me done for Monday for a couple of weeks. I will not be here next Monday. So, thank you very much for watching. Well done if you took part, as always. Thank you so much for a very entertaining chat. Tina, Leafon, Joshua, Anthony, Niels, Victoria, Jonathan, Paul Hayward, and everyone else who isn't on the list there that I can see at the moment. Well done. Thank you very much for a very entertaining, amusing chat. And well done if you were part of the run today. We've got 10k done in an hour. So perfect. Heart rate is a bit high, but of course I was waffling on as usual. And Jeff Partridge as well, thank you for the information about Camille Herron. I will go and look that up, and maybe we'll do a Film My Run investigative video on it. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow in the evening, 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow for the Film My Run 500. So join me for that if you can. Niels is going to see us on Wednesday for the Wednesday workout, and Wednesday will be my final run before I nip off to Canada for a few days. Paul Hayward is off to watch the Monty Python Cheese Shop sketch. So yeah, I think we should all go and do that now. Go and watch the Monty Python Cheese Shop sketch, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.